Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ndinai Ja 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 Ja. How is everybody doing? Well, I am finally back from my big vacation. Yes, I feel like a big girl. Anywho, I had fun and I hope I will be able to put a video for you guys just showing you a little bit of everything we enjoyed on vacation. But it's time to come back to reality. One of those realities is le budget réalité. Alrighty, you guys have been missing a budget video from me for months. And one of the possible reasons is because I may or may not have been avoiding getting my budget and stuff done. But regardless of whether you want to avoid it or not, we have come to the period of the year where I have to take precaution, because around between maybe June and August, May, June, and August last year, it was, rather than, continue the climb out of debt, I went further into debt while paying off debt. So it was just like I was fighting myself. So that will not happen this year by the grace of God. On the good news, or on the good news front, I completely cash flowed my vacation. And the crowd goes wild. Why? Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you very much. So yes, I was surprised, but it worked out, and I didn't dip into the emergency fund / sunshine fund. On the other hand, it was quite expensive. It was more expensive than I expected, and more expensive than I had initially planned for, but there was no debt gotten. And yes, we're done with that. We are done with that. The next thing that I have to plan for now is TJ's birthday, which will not be over the top or huge, Either way, back to the budgeting. Anyway, so you guys know that I put my budget notebook together. I'm not done with that, which is why there are a couple of sheets, but in the next few videos you will see what the complete layout looks like. So this is just a monthly view thing which I drew here. It took a while. I don't know that I will be repeating this because I am more of a top to bottom list type of person. I also put down here things that I intend to buy that I need to save for. They're not necessarily needs, they're more wants, and they're just going to be on the side. I also use this section of this productivity notebook to track large purchases. If I have a large purchase coming in the month that's not necessarily in the bills or budget section, it'll go in here. Anyway, so this was set up for May, and we're going to look through what happened with May. I put my sinking funds together, and this month I actually had an increase in sinking funds, or in May I had an increase in my sinking funds, partly because I canceled my Simply Gilded washi subscription. So I canceled my Simply Gilded washi subscription, and there was one more thing that happened. So I was able to put a little bit more money into the sinking funds. So there were no sinking funds transactions last month, so we're leaving that. And so the things that I typically track, I've had a lot of changes. So previously, and it was in this section of the planner. Let me see if I have any of those loose sheets available. I believe that was in somewhere in Miss Maker. No, that's really old. Previously, this is what I was doing. I was writing my expenses and having categories every week, and sometimes I kept up with it, sometimes I did not keep up with it, but it was quite difficult for me, and it was just quite difficult for me. And somewhere around February, I think I stopped entirely. Yes. So I did that in February or March. I stopped entirely and went, okay, so March I stopped entirely and went back to the listing format. And you can see here the large purchases were this Happy Planner Punch and the Crocodile, which both, and this E6000, well, that's not a large purchase, but both of these I got at 60% off, 60 and something else. So got them at very good prices. So I figured that the calendar format, at least the way it is with the weeklies and everything, does not really work for me. So I decided to try something new. So this is a page from the monthly vintage botanical planner from Happy Planner. I sliced off the top and bottom of the page so that it would fit with the Erin Condren pages, which I previously uncoiled and punched to make my Super Franken planner, as I call it. So here we have it. I just have very few categories on here because I just want to keep these things in mind, in front of me. I have a category for eating out, gas. I decided to put groceries and household together because it was just taking too much to try and separate it. And then I have health. And the reason I have health is because I've had a lot of allergies. TJ's had a bunch of allergies. And then I just said, okay, let me just see if it's just a seasonal thing, or, you know, where we spend more or less, that sort of thing. So here it is, all on one page. Stuff for giving is in my spreadsheet, and that I do with Tithe especially. That's once a month because I'm paid once a month. So generally my budgeting and everything is once a month. I just, you know, you get paid, pay all the bills, and that's that. So we're going to go through the process of calculating and seeing what I've spent in these four categories. The major categories of concern to me are eating out and groceries slash household. Yeah, let's see how that happens. Okay, I decided to restart the calculation so that I could zoom you guys in to see the actual numbers. I think you guys can see that clearly, or better now. Maybe a smidge, little bit of a smidge more. There it is. And then we shall proceed with calculating what I spent on eating out. And this eating out would consist of me, maybe TJ, maybe Grandma, but whoever was with me in the car at the time. This $38 transaction was a joint Nigerian restaurant and Nigerian store. I just lumped it all and put it in eating out anyways. 145.65. We were close. Am I sure? Let's do that calculation again, shall we? 1919 plus 1334 plus 9. Woo. Let's do that again. 1919. Maybe I need to be quiet. 1334. 908. 1598. 1490. 1170, 1360, 3759, 1027 equals 145, 65. I guess not bad considering the budget was 150. That's what I've been having it at for some months now. Oh, opportunity to use a sticker. I'm going to use one of those stickers over there. But let's finish with that. Gas, we have 36 plus 39 plus 31 plus 36.78. I typically prefer to make sure my tank is filled to a round number. It's just a thing that I do. So this is not typical of me. 33 plus 19.99 plus $37. 232.77. Also less than budgeted. Health, 1731 plus 3364 plus 3989, 9084. This number is not completely accurate because there is a Walgreens transaction here, but a lot of the items purchased were for household type stuff, so it's kind of wonky. Let's see the groceries. $70.07, $69.29, $8.73, $37.35, $88.44, $85.42, plus $34.63 equals the round number of $436.39. Hope that was visible. So there we have it. $232.77 for gas, $145.65 for eating out, $90.84 for health, $436.39 for groceries and household stuff in the month of May. And let's see, so we were away from the 30th or so. Yes. So now I will get to use a sticker. I wonder if I should use one of these. Anywho, I will get to use a sticker to show budgeted versus, or rather, estimated versus actual. And we have that here. You can do that for debts, charity, savings, so on and so forth. And I did not bring the one for debts because that will be in the debt update, which will come soon. Trust and believe it will come soon. Alrighty, let's begin. I wonder if I should put this down. So we have charity, food, and medical. We literally have only 4 categories. We don't need more than that. So I'm going to use the one for food. Yep. Easy. Very, very easy. Because I have simplified the categories. So the budget for eating out, let's make sure we are still in frame. Yes, we appear to be in frame. The budget for eating out was $150. We spent $145.65, which means we were, it would have been great if I put this thing on the line, wouldn't it? Yes, it would have. Put that like that. It's fine. $4. The grand total of $4.35. I will use this for eating out. I mean, it's restaurants, same thing. Oh dear. I realize I made a mistake. That's fine. We will use... I can do this. Let's just write over it, shall we? It's fine. No one else can see it. Just you guys. And I like you guys. So this will be groceries. We can make this gas. And then we can make this health. All right. Groceries, we spent, the budget was $700. Partly because I expected, actually I should have made this more because I expected that we would eat out more right as we were coming up to the end of the month because we were trying to empty the house and make sure there was no food in it before we left. So this was a nice surprise. $436.39. Gas is, I think I budgeted $400 for gas. And given the number of trips I made out of town, oh, you know what this doesn't include? And I need to include it. I do need to include it. This does not include parking, the parking at the airport. And I wanted to include it in gas because it's a transportation cost. Yes. And that was, I don't know, it was $5.29, $5.30, whatever. Let's see. And that was $61. That'll tell me to park at the airport again, which now brings the grand total to $293.77. Okay, so gas slash transportation, $293.77. We were still under budget for that. We're still under budget. And then health. The budget was about $100 if I recall. And we spent $90.84. Let's do the calculations. Do the calculations. Now this means I need to reduce my grocery budget. And it's weird because I reduced my grocery budget in, was it March? It was either February or March, and then I went over. So I think the months where we stock up, we tend to spend more because we're stocking up. And then the other months, you know, we don't spend as much. So it can be, I guess looking at it from an average standpoint would be better. Maybe over the average of 6 months, whatever. So $263.61 and 400 minus 293.77 equals 106.23. Health, 100 minus 90.84, whoops, equals $9.16. Now all this money though is gone because part of it went towards debt and the rest of it went towards the trip. So it was probably already spent beforehand. Let's see what that total comes up to. $435, 61, 106, 23, 9, 16. So in total, we were $383 under budget. Let's come down here. Under budget. So that is the verdict for May. That is the verdict for May. I might as well. Should I? I could. Let's see if we can do the debts in this one as well. Partly because you will see very quickly that I did not get to... Why am I leaving so much space? There it is. Cool. Yes, everything will not be straight. That's fine. Don't get your knickers all in a twist. You have to talk to yourself, people. You have to talk to yourself. So let's see what is in here. The plans were for I think that's it. Is that it? I'm not including the car note because I'm calling that a bill. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm surprised. There's one more coming up that'll start in July. So the budget, I intended to spend $300. I did not. Or to pay off $300. I did not. I paid off $70. Here, I intended to pay $20. I paid off $140. Here, the intent was to pay $90, and I paid $150. Okay. I would say this is neither, I don't know that I would call this a plus or a minus, but when I do the whole debt breakdown, you would see that this is the smallest debt, and it's currently not earning interest. And let's see, which one is larger? This is the largest debt. So it's this one, and this one. And, oh, I didn't put a place to put minimums. Let's put the minimums in a different color. Let's put the minimums in this light purple. So the minimum here, I forget what the minimum here was, but the minimum here was 20. The minimum here was 64 bucks. And the minimum here was, what was it, 34? Something like that? Something like that. So, I guess, yeah. So I did pay at least twice the minimum here, about 7 times the minimum here, a little over twice the minimum here. And that's that. Do we need to do totals? Let's do the totals. Totals of what was spent. 145.65 plus 436.39 plus 293.77 plus 90.84 equals 966.65. Over here, now I feel like I should put the car thing. It's fine. 70 plus 140 plus 150. Total of $360. So, it's good to have this total number staring at me in the face, because you want to have a frame of reference to know when there is quote-unquote extra money coming in your account. That extra money would be from when these are paid off. And by the grace of God, by the end of the year, The Egyptians that you see today, you shall see them no more. That's all I have, folks. Thank you all for joining me. She'll zoom out a smidge. Thank you all for joining me. If this is your first time watching, I hope you like the video. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you will be informed whenever I post a new video. I love posting videos on planning, organization, life in the United States, chasing my goals down with power sheets, and lots more. So that's that. If you would like to buy an Erin Condren planner, as like the one that I have here, feel free to look into the description box below and pick up, or rather hit the link and sign up, and then you can get $10 off your first purchase. Thank you all for watching.